had worked in the county medical examiner's office for 11 years without a single break in her chain of custody. No misfiled reports, no timestamp errors, no case number that couldn't be traced cleanly through the system. She was, by every measurable standard, the most meticulous examiner the office had ever employed. Which is why the folder stopped her cold. It was on her desk when she arrived. Manila. Standard issue. Her name printed on the tab in the office's own font. Not handwritten, which would have suggested someone had left it manually, but printed, which meant it had come through official channels. Channels that required login credentials she hadn't yet entered. Channels that were, according to every protocol she had spent a decade enforcing, completely inaccessible before 8 a.m. system authentication. She sat down. She looked at the folder without touching it. The room smelled the way it always did. Antiseptic, cold metal, a faint chemical sweetness that clung to the ventilation year-round. She had long since stopped noticing that smell. She noticed it now, sharp and close, like a warning her body was issuing without her permission. She opened the folder. The report was complete. Not a draft, not a partial intake, a full examination report, every field populated with clinical precision. Cause of death, manner of death, toxicology summary, wound catalog with exact measurements. Tissue sample reference numbers. The formatting matched the office's current template, the one they had only started using 8 months ago. The case number fit the series they were currently running. The signature at the bottom was Margaret's. Not a forgery she could dismiss. Her exact loops, her abbreviated middle initial, the leftward drag at the end she'd never been able to correct. Her signature, beneath a timestamp reading 11:43 a.m. It was 9:14 a.m. The subject was listed as Elena Vasquez. The name meant nothing to Margaret, but the address in the next of kin field, a field that was supposed to contain a family member's information, a contact, anyone other than the examiner assigned to the case, was Margaret's own. Her street, her building, apartment 4C. She searched the case number. No results. She searched Elena Vasquez across every county and state database she could access. Nothing. No pending intake, no transfer request, no record that the woman had ever been brought to any facility anywhere in the state. At 9:31 a.m., Margaret called the front desk to report the anomaly. The clerk's voice, when he answered, had the careful flatness of someone delivering news they didn't want to deliver. Call had just come in, he said. A neighbor had found the door to an apartment open. Building on Carver Street. The neighbor had gone inside and found a woman unresponsive on the kitchen floor. Apartment 4C. Margaret heard him say the name and felt something in her chest go very still. The subsequent investigation produced no satisfying conclusions. The report's origins could not be explained. The signature was confirmed as authentic by 2 independent forensic document examiners, neither of whom could account for how it had been produced. The toxicology results pre-recorded in that manila folder matched, with complete accuracy, the findings that took the lab 4 days to process. The office closed the administrative review without findings. The case file was sealed. The folder was placed in storage. No one who worked there ever discussed what it meant that the most careful examiner they had ever employed had apparently signed her neighbor's